guys, and welcome back to At Home with Elisa. Today we're looking at planting some bearded iris into the garden. I have already got a good collection of bearded iris, but I've found that they are one of my favourites, so I'm hoping to increase my collection. I do have a lot of the purple, so this year I wanted to try and concentrate on adding a few different colours in, like whites and apricots and pinks. And I came across Lee from Urban Veggie patch has actually got a grow along going on at the moment, so I'm partaking in the grow along and I'm planting some of the rhizomes that I got from her, which I'll show you. So these are the rhizomes that I've just got from Lee. They're called a sweet musset, and look at the beautiful colours. That is a colour that I'm really trying to get into my garden, is the blush, the apricot and the pinks on the ends. So I have a very cute little helper today who's going to be helping me do some plantings, aren't you, darling? So we'll get those into the garden. This is my current bearded iris patch that I have. This did suffer some significant damage during the recent floods that we had. We have, if I can just scoot up a bit, so from this area here, as you can see, it's sort of a little bit uphill, so the water does come down, and we had a torrent going through here and actually even pushed these big boulders, like that's my foot for reference. It pushed these away, and as you can see, it's still washed out a little bit. I did come down last week and just clear some of the rhizomes. As you can see, they're covered. You should be able to see, for example, see that? You should be able to see those. So this is just from 17 mils. Thank you, darling. This is just from the 17 mils that we had 2 days ago. So I need to, I know that I need to redo the garden bed, but one thing at a time. So these, as I said, a lot of purples. I just planted this one about 2 weeks ago. I believe it's a white one called Elvis Presley. And I planted some new ones as well over that side. But you can just tell how crazy our weather is here in New South Wales. These are not supposed to flower until spring or summer. And just in the last month I've had these. So that one there's dying off, but as you can see, I've got some more that are just about to come through. So in this garden bed, I've also got some asparagus growing. They don't tend to interfere with the iris, which is fantastic because I want both of them growing. And you just need to make sure that you have free draining soil. Now I know that I have free draining soil in this garden bed, so I'm not too concerned about that, and they like a full sun aspect as well. And I'm just looking, I'll just span this way. I'm looking to expand my garden bed right along up to here. So it may not happen this year, but I am hoping to expand it and have a huge big bed of bearded iris, because as I said, I do love them, and they're so low maintenance and they flower so prolifically, so who wouldn't want to have that?
I ripped it open.
You right to open it?
Yeah, rip it open. Okay, I have to take a glove off.
Did you manage to get it open, darling? Oh, good job. Excellent. Excellent. Can you get it out for me and I'll show you how to plant it?
Big one.
It is a big one.
But small.
Ooh. Yeah, so that's just been put in something that we can keep and ship it in. So you need to pull off those last little bits. So don't tickle the roots too much, but all that sawdust fibre there, we need to clear that out. You right to get it? Clear it off the roots for me. Good job. So that sawdust medium is just to keep them safe during their packaging and shipping. You just want to clear that off as much as you can, so that then you can plant the rhizome directly. Can I have that, darling, please? Thank you. So obviously your growth comes from here. This is the rhizome itself, and these are the roots. The roots get buried. The rhizome here is what you want to be showing in the ground in temperate climate New South Wales. So if you're somewhere else in the world, you'll need to just check your guide as to where you should be planting them if you need, because I know that some people actually need to have them completely covered. So for us in temperate climate New South Wales, we need to make sure that we have sun available to this rhizome here when we plant them out. So what we need to do is just separate the roots in the center through there, and stick it. I've made a little mound for the legs to go in. You sit it down like a big lobster and the legs go out to the side.
Stuff over it?
Oh, that'd be great.
This stuff?
No, the soil, darling, just the soil.
This?
Yep. So scoot the soil around. So we want to cover the little legs. Oh, push those little legs down.
Right.
That's it.
Wait, there's still one leg.
Good job. And then cover these roots. Soft soil. Lovely. So he sits up, but his little legs
are buried.
Are nicely buried.
Back there.
Oh, cover the legs. Alright, and then he sits like that, and then we're going to just water him in when we finish.
Then we'll get a plant.
Good job. Look at it all come out. That's good.
Look at that one.
That looks good. Excellent. So that's how I plant out my bearded iris. I have had relatively good success with them. I haven't lost any, and I've had some beautiful flowers at springtime. So I absolutely adore them. I love the colours. I just think they're like an artwork. They truly are just so beautiful. And I can't wait to have plenty of them so that I can collect big bunches of them. I needed to get these ones planted out so that I could partake in Lee from Urban Veggie Patch's Grow Along, and I'll just show you what they look like now in the garden. So this is where two of them are. You just want to space them out about 30 centimeters each. They do get quite big, so these tiny little things managed to throw off quite a few flowers, as you can see here. I think that's only 2 rhizomes that were planted originally, so you can see how big they do get. They multiply quite a lot, which is fantastic news as a home gardener because it means you get more plants over time. So that's 2 of them planted there. I know I need to do some repair work there, so I didn't want to put any in that section. And then I've just got another one here and just one more over this side. I'm actually looking at one of my mandarin trees isn't doing too well from all the flooding, so I'm looking at putting it in there, but yeah, we'll put the other one just there. So I'm really happy with that, and then come spring, summer, I should have some beautiful blooms like I've had previously. And I'll just fix this garden up and it will look absolutely stunning. I need to find some mulch. If anyone's local to me on the central coast of New South Wales and knows of good mulch supplier, apart from just buying it in bags, I need like tons. So if anyone knows of anybody, please let me know. I haven't found one I like yet. So now that they are planted into the ground, I will actually just go through and water them in with some sea salt. I like to just use any sort of seaweed tonic just to water any new plantings that I put into my garden in, just to help them along and help them adjust to any shock, and also to help encourage them and get those roots really growing. So I'll water them in with some sea salt. I already have put down some compost into that garden bed, and I've already put in some slow release fertilizer on all of my garden beds. It actually it got a lot of water in it from the rain that we've been having, and it went a little bit lumpy, so I put that into all of our garden beds about a week or so ago, so that should really help. So thank you so much for following along today. If you are interested in purchasing any of those bearded iris rhizomes, head over to Urban Veggie Patch. Otherwise, you can follow her on Instagram, and also I believe she's got a hashtag for the bearded iris grow along if you wanted to partake in that. It's called UVP Iris Grow Along. So I'll be tagging my photos in, and it's just going to follow it as the season progresses and show all the flowers. There obviously is other varieties that are available on her website. I just really wanted that color. I don't really want to add any more purple, so I'm happy with the colors that I chose. So you can check out more of them on her website. So thank you so much for joining Charlotte and I in the garden. Can you say goodbye, Bobby?
Bye.
We have a lovely time down here in the garden. I love when she likes to help me. It's really, really nice, isn't it? We always have fun down here. Though she does get a little bit sidetracked by the chickens, but that's perfectly normal. So thank you so much for following along. I'll show them the chickens. Thank you. So thank you so much for following along today, and I hope you enjoyed our video. You right, Giggle Gert? Yeah. So anytime that we actually come down to the garden and do any work, we have to sit here and watch the chickens as well. That's her favourite thing to do, isn't it?
Hi.
And this is Georgie, our favourite chicken. Don't tell the others. This is our girls. Yes, it definitely needs some work. It needs to be made to look pretty. And flood proof. We'll get there.